Rey Dominik Mysterio trade Barbs. After Dom's historic AAA championship win. Hello, guys. Welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell. Dominik Mysterio is now pulling double duty as both the WWE Intercontinental Champion and the brand new AAA Mega Champion, and his latest win has only escalated his feud with his legendary father, Rey Mysterio. Shortly after the event, Rey took to Instagram to remind his son that he wasn't the first young Mysterio to hold multiple championships at once. Dominik wasted no time firing back with trademark sarcasm, highlighting that his father never held the AAA Mega Championship. Good job, son. Maybe one day you'll be as great as me. Now post a pic of you holding the AAA Mega Championship. Dominik's victory at Worlds Collide saw him dethrone El Hijo del Vikingo to win the gold, much to the delight of the AAA crowd, who are far from fond of Vikingo. After the match, Dominik had Rey place the title around his waist before ordering his father out of the ring. This war of words is the latest development in the Rey Dominik feud that has been simmering for over 3 years. Dominik turned on his father at WWE Clash at the Castle 2022 in Cardiff, Wales, following Rey and Edge's win over the Judgment Day. Dominik would join the faction shortly after, where he remains a member to this day. Now, with 2 championships around his waist, Dominik's stock is at an all-time high. Meanwhile, Rey is inching closer to an in-ring return, and another clash between father and son feels inevitable. The Undertaker bids emotional goodbye to female WWE star, removes her from show. Humphrey, a WWE NEL talent, has participated in both seasons of LFG as a member of The Undertaker's team. Despite showing promise, with one of her finishers even going viral, the 23-year-old star failed to cross the finish line. On the latest episode of LFG, the dead man had to make a difficult choice between Bailey Humphrey and Danny Sikelski. He went ahead with the latter and announced that Humphrey's time on the reality show had ended. The WWE legend informed a visibly emotional Humphrey that although she wasn't ready for the big stage yet, she was destined to make it big. "I did not make a mistake with you. I hope you understand that. You're going to revolutionize and change this business. You're going to be so special. But I can't make a mistake and put you out before you're ready. This is only the beginning. I promise you," said Taker. 024040. The Undertaker reveals his wrestling Mount Rushmore. On his recent appearance on the Nightcap podcast, The Undertaker picked his Mount Rushmore of wrestlers that included the likes of Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. However, the Phenom made it clear that his opinion was based on those who had a lasting impact on wrestling history and not necessarily dependent on how good they were in the ring. So, again, I go back to who were the most, instrumental in the history of wrestling. And I put Andre the Giant on there, Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold, and the fourth, Ric Flair. I think those guys are synonymous with the history of our industry. Now, there's been guys that are better talkers. There are guys that have been better wrestlers. For guys that had impact, those are my 4. One name who was curiously missing from Taker's list was John Cena, who WWE has dubbed as the greatest of all time. As part of his retirement tour, AEW name picks WWE's Randy Orton as closest comparison to themselves. WWE Hall of Famer has weighed up a current top star and the AEW roster when it comes to comparisons with his own legacy. Jake the Snake Roberts, who has been signed to AEW since 2019, was recently asked whether there's anyone from AEW or WWE that he sees himself in. Speaking to GamesHub, Roberts recognized himself in the work of WWE's Randy Orton, but couldn't pick out anyone from the current AEW roster, saying, "Oh, Randy Orton is a lot like Jake the Snake, without a doubt. Just the mannerisms and the way he carries himself. AEW, not so much. They've got a different class of breed down there. They're smaller guys and they're all high flyers. Snakes don't fly." Orton's name would also be brought up when it comes to underutilized stars in WWE, with Roberts stating, "There's several, I don't stay on top of the product like I should or like I used to anyway. So it's really unfair for me to even go there, but Randy Orton, he needs more. He could deal with more." The underutilization of Orton is a topic that fellow WWE Hall of Famer Ric Flair recently discussed. While Roberts may not see himself in the AEW roster, Kyle Fletcher has recently responded to comparisons to Randy Orton. Roberts has previously been critical of the behind-the-scenes Netflix series WWE Unreal, which gave viewers an inside look at the creative process. Transcript from GameShub. Stephanie Vacher reacts to recent alliance tease with Liv Morgan. Popular WWE star Stephanie Vacher reacted to an alliance tease with Liv Morgan today on social media. The veteran will be competing in a title match at WrestlePalooza next Saturday night at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana. Liv Morgan suffered a shoulder injury during a singles match against Kairi Sane on the June 16th episode of WWE Raw. She made an appearance at the press conference yesterday in Las Vegas to announce that WrestleMania 43 would be in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. A wrestling fan reacted to Liv Morgan and Stephanie Vacher standing next to each other during the press conference and compared them to characters from Netflix Wednesday series. Vacher reposted the fan's image on her Instagram story, potentially teasing an alliance with Morgan, which you can check out in the image below. Naomi cashed in her Money in the Bank contract at WWE Evolution 2025 to become the Women's World Champion. However, she recently had to relinquish the title due to her pregnancy. Vacher won a battle royal at Evolution to become the #1 contender and will be squaring off against Io Sky at WrestlePalooza for the vacant Women's World Championship. Stephanie Vacher calls out major WWE star for a dream match. Stephanie Vacher recently called out popular WWE superstar Rhea Ripley for a potential dream match. In an exclusive interview with Sportskeeda Wrestling's Bill Apter, the former NXT Women's Champion noted that it would be an honor to battle the Eradicator. Vacher claimed that she would be a great opponent for Ripley and made it known that she wanted to have a match against her one day. Rhea, it's an honor for me, and it would be my honor to face you in the ring. See you soon, because I'm saying this out loud. Someday we'll meet, and I'll take on you and be a great opponent, she said. Only time will tell if the 32-year-old can defeat Io Sky to become the Women's World Champion at WrestlePalooza next week.